Tourism, when it's practiced well, can be a real positive force for good. It provides jobs and income globally. It can protect habitats and it can support vital conservation, lift communities out of poverty, as well as provide wonderful, uplifting experiences that enhance travellers' understanding of the world and enhances their own personal well-being. And it's also a positive force for breaking down misguided assumptions and cultural barriers. And that's the power of tourism when it's done well. I also have a view that it can be very exploited, and that's where the industry needs to stand up, be counted for it, and ensure that what it does, which it does really, really well, continues to end up being a positive force for good. Responsible tourism is travel and tourism businesses recognising their responsibility for protecting planet, people and places. We have to recognise that as an industry we are a substantive contributor to climate change. We contribute 8% of global greenhouse emissions, and so we have a responsibility to protect the world's biodiversity and community. And so we need to take account of our social, environmental and carbon footprints if we want to stay in business as an industry, and therefore there is an account that comes with that, and that's what responsible tourism is actually all about. Over-tourism prior to 2020 was actually becoming a real buzzword. I mean, some parts of the industry didn't actually want to mention over-tourism because they felt it was a negative reflection on tourism, which of course it is. But you had places like Dubrovnik, Venice, and communities in Barcelona actually objecting to tourists coming to their region because they felt so imploded by them, it not being a positive experience. And then post-pandemic, we have a complete reversal of that. And I think the key is, how do we emerge out of the pandemic and rebuild the tourism industry, but a way that we are building back much, much better than we were before, and that we recognise the mistakes and errors that were made before, and we don't look to repeat history.